So step one of setting up your AutoBidder involves setting up all of your calculators. And you're going to start on the formulas page. So when you very first create an account for AutoBidder, it's going to have you choose your industry. Whatever industry you pick, it's going to pre-populate with a bunch of templates for that industry. Okay. So in this example, we have a bunch of exterior cleaning options, but there's a good chance it's not going to include all of them. So if you have a service that you want to offer that is not listed here, you start by clicking New Calculator. Now, you have a few different ways to get started. You can start just by manually adding in the variables that you want. So if you were going to do this for house washing, you might add a variable for square footage of the house. You might add another variable for number of stories, the material, does it have a walkout basement, so on and so forth. And you have these 6 different options for variable inputs, right? Number, text, checkbox, slider, drop down, and multiple choice. Now, the text is only going to be useful for collecting data. You're obviously not going to be able to use that in the variable or in the formula, but the number, the checkbox, the slider, and so on, you can use that in the formula. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is go through and make sure you have a calculator added for each of your services. Now, in this I'm just going to make a quick overview of this. If you want another tutorial video, like deep tutorial, I'll leave a link to the blog post where you can check that out. But since I already have a few formulas in, I just want to show you how that would look. So I open up fence cleaning here, and once you start adding your variables, this is how they're going to look. So you can see for fence cleaning, we have a few different variables. We've got the length of the fence material, then we're also asking for the dirt slash stain level, and then the access difficulty, and then, which sides need cleaned. So, and then, you add the variables, and then for each variable, let's start with the multiple choice, you have the answers, right? So in these answers, we have wood, vinyl, metal, and then each of these has an associated price. Okay. Whatever a user selects here is going to be used in this formula expression right here. Okay. So linear footage, material type, dirt level, so on and so forth, right? And you can set a minimum price as well here. So now let's go ahead and test this out. Show you how that works. That pretty much covers most of the step 1, setting up the calculators. Now let's go ahead and test it out. I'll do fence cleaning. That's the one we were just messing around with. Okay, 225 because of the answers that we just selected. Okay, so that was just a demo, of course, but you could go through and fully build that out as much as you want.